Hello to all the good people at Crash Champions 246. It's David at Discount Forklift. I am proud to be standing next to your brand new 6,000 pound lithium ion powered forklift. She's made by Lift Hero. As you can see, we got your company name on there, your company logo, even the company colors. We're very proud of the way this forklift came out, not just appearance wise, but also performance wise. Hopefully you guys will be too after you get this, and you'll join in our enthusiastic praise of this forklift. Before we go any further, I do want to introduce you to your new shop assistant. Her name is Megan. She's got a name tag on both sides. She is a hard worker, but I'll tell you a little secret. If you call her by name, she'll give you that little extra effort, and since she's already a hard worker, you'll really be set with that. Before we jump into the lift, which I'm excited to do, I do want to take just a minute and show you some things that I'm going to send you in this goodie bag here. Here is the Discount Forklift Equipment Maintenance Guide. There's lots of good information, pictures, drawings, maintenance tips and everything in here. Fortunately for you guys, a lot of that's not going to be applicable because you were smart enough to buy a lithium ion powered forklift that eliminates about 90 or 95% of the maintenance on the forklift. But it's still in there for you. Back behind this tab, you will find the periodic sign-offs here. Here's all the sign-offs you can use. I always recommend that people leave the original in the book, shoot your photocopy out of the book there, and that way you always know where there's a good, clean original when you go to make copies. A big shout out to the shop back here for coming up with this troubleshooting guide. If you open it up on the inside of the first page here, here's a drawing of a forklift and it names all the major terms. That way we're all on the same page when you refer to something. The rest of this is questions and answers and challenges, solutions, whatnot that they've come up with over the years. That's all in there as well. Pretty light reading. Here's some stuff that's not such light reading. Here is the maintenance manual, use and maintenance manual, and the parts manual. I'm going to put both those in there. And just when you're thinking I'm no fun, I do have a couple of fun things here for you. Here is a Lift Hero hat, our favorite brand of forklift, and here's a t-shirt for you. This is the evolution of lifting. I'm going to put those in the bag there for you. Right ahead of Megan's name tag here, you'll notice the little door there. That's your fueling door. And I want you to pay particular attention to the sticker that's underneath that. Very, very important that everybody is aware of that and follows that. Before you go to charge the forklift, you must remove the keys from the ignition. Take them out, drop them on the floor mat, put them in the cup holder, whatever. Just get them out of the ignition. You'll solve all kinds of problems you'll never know about by doing that simple step. But you can just pop this little door open. Here's your charging port. Pull the plug out. There's your charging port. Just plug the charger directly in there. When you're done, you can take this rubber plug and put it back in there. That will keep all the dirt and debris out, give you trouble-free charging for years to come. Let's go on up around the forklift here. Can't pass by the tires without commenting on the tires. Love the tires. These are not great-granddad's tires for the forklift for sure. They got some good aggressive grip. If you guys are outside on dirt and gravel or sand or whatever you might be on, a little bit of inclement weather, you should be fine with those, as you will be inside in the warehouse on the concrete floor. Up on the mast, there is a fresh service sticker. You can see it's just been serviced. There's one on each side. Good way to keep track of your service intervals there. And if you look, you can see all the zerts have been greased here, even across the tray there where the forks slide. You can see that that's been greased, making it easy to move those forks for you and stuff. So greasing is about the only maintenance you're going to have to do on the regular on this. We are very safety conscious here at Discount Forklift, just like we know you guys are. We've worked extensively with your safety guys to develop the safest lift that we could, incorporate as many safety features on it as we could possibly do. We've painted the forks red with the yellow tips. We feel like that'll make it easier to keep track of where the tips are, especially if you're outside on the dark parking lot, maybe at dawn or dusk in a dark spot of the warehouse, wherever you might be. Keep track of the forks, know where they are, avoid hitting anybody or anything, and that way everybody goes home safe and sound at the end of every day. Come back tomorrow for another productive day. Let me jump on the forklift here and go through some things. There's 4 things that you must do to start the forklift. Number one is to put your butt in the seat. I just did that. There is a seat adjustment down here, right there. Adjust the seat for your seating pleasure there. So number one is to sit in the seat. Number two is to fasten the seat belt. Fasten the seat belt when you get in. Keep the seat belt fastened the entire time that you're in the forklift driving it. Number three is to make sure that the parking brake is on. And number four, the transmission must be in neutral. Let's take just a quick minute and run through the dash and the controls here. There's a red button over here on the left that is your battery cutoff switch. That's not something you're going to use daily, weekly, monthly, but I want to make you aware of it just because if you come out some morning or noon or whatever and go to jump on the forklift and it doesn't start up like it normally does, check that. If somebody bumped that red switch, just pop it back up and you should be back in business there. Parking brake is pretty self-evident. If you don't know how to do that, get out of here, go home, clock out, go home. You got your transmission control here. You got three positions on that. You've got up, push it up for forward, middle is neutral, down is for reverse. Make sure that it's in neutral when you start the forklift. On the right side of the steering column, you've got the work lights and the blinkers. And of course, you got your three forklift levers. You got your up, down, you got your tilt, you got your side shift. Up on the mast here, there is another reminder of safety, 6,000 pound capacity. That's the weight limit on the forks. You should not ever exceed that. I don't think you'll probably need to lift anything that's higher than that, heavier than that. But just be aware that you do have a limit. Please don't join all the fools on the internet with all their foolish forklift fail videos. We don't need that. If I turn your direction here, you've got a rear view mirror, obviously. You've got a translucent roof, give you a little bit of protection if you're outside in the elements, be it blazing sun or precipitation. On the back of the forklift, there is a flashing amber light and a blue light that will shine down at the ground. Those, in conjunction with the audio alarm, will always come on when you turn on the forklift and will remain on the entire time the forklift is in operation. So you'll have those three things, the flashing light, the blue light, and the alarm on at all times. This is all designed to make everybody aware, around you aware of the fact that the forklift is there and operating. Everybody goes home safe. When you start it up, there is obviously no engine or no starter in this, so there's no grinding. Just turn on the key. It takes about 10 or 15 seconds for this to go through its electronic checks there. I want to lift the forks here. First thing I'm going to do is do a brake check here. Good brakes. Okay, so let me show you what she can do. This is a good peppy forklift. I like driving this forklift. She's got a lot of power to her, but she's also very agile. So I think that's a good combination. If you've got powerful and agile. Guys, there's a handle here. If you'll notice this, when I backed up, I grabbed that handle. That's really nice, gives you a little stability when you're backing up. Also, there's a horn button on there. There's also one on the steering wheel here. So whichever way you're going, you can honk your horn. Again, make everybody aware that you're there. Let me pull this around here. Here are your work lights. Here's your blinkers. Good. Let's take the forks all the way up. Bring them back down. Let's tip the forks all the way forward. Bring it all the way back. Take them back to normal position here. There's your side shift. All right, guys, there she is. I hope she becomes an able shop assistant for you, takes a load off your back, makes a ton of money for you, and obviously your job easier. We appreciate you doing business with us so we can support companies like yours. And here's your serial number. Thanks.